So hello everyone and welcome to this week's 5-Minute Friday. I'm Michael Ingledew and I'm all about making you successful with your technical information strategies. 5-Minute Fridays is all about any tools, resources or any kind of process or anything out there, in fact, that I believe can help you either free of charge or for very low cost on your technical information journey. So let's run the intro and then let's get into this week's 5-Minute Friday. This week, it's all about the TDW Magazine, but what I want to do is say, first of all, hang around to the end. I'll tell you how you gain access to the magazine completely free of charge, and I will also answer a question around last week's 5-Minute Friday that we had in from a number of you around the TDW app. So I'll do that at the back end. So let's put a timer on screen. And I'm sorry it's not a countdown yet. I still haven't figured out how to do this in Premiere Pro. To be honest, I haven't looked at it. It's just this one is actually much easier to do. So anyway, this week it's all about the TDW Magazine, which is being shipped, I think it's early next week, to those that are getting the printed version of the magazine. And it will be made live on Monday to the online subscribers. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who has made this issue possible. So that's our sponsors, and they are Adobe, CDS Defense Support, Etteplan, Kahootz, my friends in Hamburg, ASN, WebX Systems, DCS Sonovision, and the guys at Raytheon in the United States. So a massive thank you to the sponsors. Please do look at their adverts. Please do go and have a look at the resources and the tools that they are making available to make you successful in your journey. So what is in this issue of the TDW Magazine? Well, let me put the table of content up above me. And as ever, we like to do the industry news and we like to do events roundup and anything that's interesting from the TDW network. So they're all out there in the news in brief and the news from the sectors. We've also been out to DVD and Farnborough, so we've put lots of pictures in there and some links to some additional resources that might be interesting to you guys. The A to Z of S1000D, those of you who are following along, we have put a summary article in there for those of you who are not able to access the videos, so you can see what's on there. It's a snippet, so the best thing to do is try and get and see the videos because we cover everything on each letter of the alphabet. But do go and have a look at that. The big question is a new thing that we've brought in. We get asked lots of questions here at TDW, and one of the things I wanted to do was extract one of them and turn it into a big question and turn it into an article. And this quarter we've decided to try and answer a question on perspectives of technical information within organizations. So hopefully you'll find that interesting. Peter Studdard, our friend at Aspire and will be running track 2 of the conference this year, has written an article on applying ISO 15288. Now, Peter is a deep domain expert on all of these standards, and this is actually a run-in article to his presentation at the conference. So if you're not able to make it to the conference, have a read of the article. You'll see, you're going to get a gist of what Peter's going to be talking about, which I think is going to be super interesting, super exciting. Kieran Dodd, our Simplified Technical English expert, has co-written an article with Berry Braster at Etteplan, and they have applying Simplified Technical English, and they've then kind of subtitled it the Don't Forget the People. And again, Kieran is doing this based on her presentation that she's going to be doing at TDW-Live this year. She's going to be talking about how you can apply the processes of Simplified Technical English, and she's going to look at it specifically from a people's perspective, and her article is actually very, very interesting. Peter Perfect this time round, or Perfect Peter, has written a follow-up article to Dr. Grumpy's article in last quarter's magazine on Dr. Grumpy complained about S1000D and all the rubbish things he didn't like about S1000D. This is a follow-up article to that article by Dr. Grumpy, and Perfect Peter has written about all the things he loves about S1000D. Now, thanks to everybody who is asking me who the author is of these articles. Now, I have answered that question in the Ask Mike section of the magazine, so you can log in and have a look at that. We've introduced something called Tech Talk because we are seeing lots of great innovative ways of working with, creating and deploying technical information, and this quarter I wanted to look at something called the Magic Leap headsets. We have actually managed, at the time of writing the article, I still hadn't had any contact with anybody at Magic Leap. We have finally got somebody at Magic Leap who is prepared to talk to us, so be more on that. So that's Tech Talk, effective QR in tech pubs. If you are a TDIQ subscriber, you've probably done the course, but we've written an article, a supporting article around that with some use cases. I think it's 3 or 4 use cases that can tell you how they can benefit your organization. And finally, at the back end of the magazine, to make it easier for you to find the right partner, supplier, software vendor, tech pubs house, those kind of things, there's the members directory at the back end of the magazine, which I know a lot of you are liking and looking at. We have actually got some better ways of how we're going to make that a little bit more interactive and how we're going to make that a little bit more interesting and engaging for you to find the right people. So, how can you access the magazine? Well, those of you who pay for a printed subscription, yours is coming out to you anyway. But if you want to access the online version for free, please create an account on login.techdataworld.com. You will be able to access the magazine when we publish it on Monday for you to have access to all of these articles and a few other bits and bobs that are in there that I haven't quite mentioned here. So please do like, share, subscribe to the magazine online, create your account, invite all of your, I know we've got quite a few of you on the members area now. In fact, I think on average we're getting about 3 or 4 account creations a day, which is pretty exceptional actually. And that's it for 5 Minute Friday. I think and I hope I'm in the 5 minutes. But as a side note, last week on the 5 Minute Friday, I used, as a teaser, I used the TDW app that we're developing in time for the TDW-Live conference this year. Had a load of you send in, how can I get early access to it? Can I beta test it? Can I get involved with the development? The app is now in testing here at TDW, and the emphasis of this first release is all about how we can engage the users at TDW-Live. There's still going to be a whole load of TDW stuff on there, so even if you're not coming to the conference, it'll be worthwhile downloading. We will be releasing it probably in the next 7 to 10 days, and then it has to go through an approval process to go through to Google Store and to the App Store. So thank you to everybody who's super interested in that. We have said for a long time we were going to do one. We've done one, and yeah, we're super stoked. We're super excited about it, and you'll be able to download it from your App Store. So it'll be on Android and Apple. And in fact, there's a little piece on it in the TDW magazine this quarter. The best way to get notified when the app is actually available is either subscribe to any of our channels or make sure you're subscribed to our newsletter. Or if you create your account on login.techdataworld.com, we will notify all of you guys first. But in the first instance, everybody who's coming to the conference will get told when it is available. There you go, 5 Minute Friday. Go create your account, access the magazine. Super thank you to all the sponsors and those that submitted an article this quarter. We're already planning the next issue, and yep, there's going to be some stuff in there on ship decks, and there's some more simplified English stuff, simplified technical English stuff, and have yourselves a good weekend. Next weekend or next week I am on the road, so there will probably be a 5 minute, certainly the A to Z of S1000D will be on the road, and maybe 5 Minute Friday as well. I don't know, but have yourselves a good weekend, people.